Now, the Great Pyramid of Giza is known as the last standing wonder of the ancient world. But now scientists, believe it or not, I mean, after all the years they've been looking at it, they've now found a chamber in the pyramid that could reveal even more about its history.
Well, to help us understand what exactly this means for the tourist attraction, let's speak to a member of the Scan Pyramids team, Jean-Baptiste Mouret. Good morning to you, Jean. This is incredible, isn't it? I mean, the pyramids are 4,500 years old, but we're still discovering new things about them.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, it's incredible this monument has been in front of us for 4,000 years, more than 4,000 years, and still there are many unknowns and many mysteries. It's amazing.
What's been discovered? What's in this chamber that's been found now?
So there's nothing in the chamber, so no sarcophagi, no mummy or whatever like this. But still, it's a very interesting chamber because it's big, so 9 by 2 meters, so it's a small apartment. We'll see in a few seconds, when we entered it, we discovered that the room is not fully finished. So like the walls are not polished or things like this. You see here, we entered the room with the camera and you see the whole room here. So it's a very mysterious room. We have no idea what it was useful for.
Such a mystery, isn't it? It does look like a little room if you're just listening on the radio. It does look like quite a narrow, thin room. So it is very interesting to see what it could have been used for. How did you come across it? Was it kind of knocking on the wall and thinking, oh, perhaps this is hollow?
Yeah, of course now. So it's been a very long scientific process. So we started 7 years ago to put sensors in the pyramid, and these sensors are measuring muons, which are very small particles that come from the space. So you actually traverse by muons right now, and by looking at these sensors, it's like getting an X-ray of the pyramid. So we see voids above the sensors, and there are voids that we know, which are the known rooms, and ones that we don't know. And a few years ago, we detected this room and another big room in the center of the pyramid. So we knew that this room existed, and we spent a lot of time refining this result, getting more data until we knew exactly where it was, and we could put the camera at the right place.
What does this tell us about the Egyptians? Because, I mean, one thing which again, there's huge speculation about what on earth was going on with them. They seem so incredibly advanced for the time compared to the rest of the planet, really. Does this give us any more insight into what was actually happening in that community?
So for now, it's a bit too early to understand all of this. Of course, it's a very new discovery. We need to speak with archaeologists so that they tell us what they think. But clearly, one of the biggest mysteries about the pyramids are how did they build them? They are so big with stones that are huge. And this kind of form might have been used maybe during construction, maybe to protect things. That helps us to understand, I think, one is the biggest mystery of the pyramid, which is the construction.
Going on.
Right, yes. Well, look, it's really good to talk to you this morning, Jean. Thank you very much indeed. Someone's dropped a cup of tea where you are, so we'll leave you to clear that mess up. It's really good to see. I tell you what I find fascinating.
What do you find fascinating?
I can't remember. I don't know if it's marble or limestone. Might have been limestone. But the pyramids were covered in white stone, so that they actually shone when the sun was out. They actually, so you could see them from miles away. They've just reflected light, almost like a sort of mirror finish.
Oh, wow.
Of course, all that's gone now. But can you imagine what that must have looked like? Yeah, best part of 5,000 years ago.
It's incredible, really.
What were we doing in this country back then? Yeah, I always think
that's for sure.
something funny's going on, but I'm a bit of a...
The aliens built it, you think? Oh, he does.
I do actually have a bit of a... something going on like that. Is that just me?
It is very interesting. Yeah, we had a producer here in the newsroom, Fran, who went to pyramids last week, and she said it's the most claustrophobic experience to go in. No one warned you, and it's really thin and quite scary, but she said incredible.
Yeah.
But anyway,